One of the most suggested and requested things to add to Toontown is new gags. It's something I've thought about for a while, but haven't really put a lot of thought towards development on this subject for a variety of reasons, but I thought it would be a good discussion. So let's go over gags briefly. In Toontown Rewritten, there's 49 gags with a possibility of getting 42 of them on a single tune. In Project Altus, there were 56 gags, and in Corporate Clash, there's now 64 gags. So here's the issues I see. One is balance. In Toontown, gags are already overpowered no matter how you try to spin it. You can take out just about any cog with maybe 2 gags, let alone what you can do with 4 tunes with sound. If you have Organic Trap, a railroad can take out any cog at all, no problem, excluding V2s. So adding new gags to existing tracks as they are in Toontown Online is already almost out of the question. To add new gags on top of those existing gags would be allowing for more overpowered gags to an almost extreme degree. Now the one thing I do like is Corporate Clash's change to gags and adding level 8s, but with that making a overall rebalancing focus to the gags. In fact, I think out of all the new gags added to the tracks, none of them are actually the 8th gag in the track, as they were all added in between levels during the balancing attempt. So new gags in this regard can be done, but it all has to be part of the balancing act. Secondly is usefulness. One of the most common things I see in suggested gag tracks are more attack gags. And while attack gags are great, and while having new gags and new animations and things of that nature would be neat solely on the basis that it's new, it's all a struggle again of finding that balance and market for it. It's one of the biggest issues that faced Zap's development in the entire time from Project Altus to Corporate Clash. Attacking multiple cogs is covered by sound, medium accuracy but decently strong is throw, real strong but low accuracy is drop, real strong but relies on lure is trap, high accuracy but medium damage is squirt. So you have to tackle finding the right niche plot for a gag track like this to fit into the existing ones while also still making it useful. It's just not an easy thing to do. But then there's extraneous suggestions for gag tracks like push gags. While these are neat, it's also still finding the right balance. Push itself is a neat concept, but it's a bit redundant and hard to figure out with lure still being in the picture. Things that are also extremely suggested are passive gag tracks. These things are also hard to figure out because, in my opinion, they're almost more of a reward/extra type of thing that you would get. Meaning, I feel like adding another gag track that does passive healing to tunes or damage to cogs is too simple to be a gag track, let alone making it so that it's useful for tunes hard to do without making that overpowered. You can always toss in a passive healing track, but nobody will use it if it only gets marginal laugh back. People will if it does enough tune-up to be significant, but does that make the game too easy? Would people, however, use them if they were similar to a Unite or SOS? I would venture out to say they would, and it would allow for better stats without the balance issue, simply due to the fact that you have to go and earn those rewards. Overall, I think fitting a new gag track is a fickle thing. You're going to undergo a lot of work in balancing to find the right way to go about it. In fact, I'm fairly sure Zap is still open to a lot of potential altering just because of this. It's just difficult to fit new gags in that are practical and also useful. It's fun to add more, but it has to be a fruitful change. But what are some gag track ideas or concepts you think would be neat to have in Toontown? Leave it in the comments and I'll go over it with you all. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time in my next video.